Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy Edwards from PRmediaNow. With me to discuss today's big news from Atlas Salt from his summer home in Sudbury, Ontario, is the subject of today's news. Mr. Rick LaBelle, just appointed as the new CEO of Atlas Salt, which owns North America's premier undeveloped salt deposit in Western Newfoundland. Rick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Cindy. I'm so pleased to be here today.
Now, you've got an impressive 40-year background in the mining sector, including nearly 3 decades at the executive leadership level. You specialize in mergers and acquisitions and operational turnarounds, the most recent example being Dumas Mining, one of Canada's most successful underground mine builders. Now, before we dive into your background a little bit more, tell us why you were so keen on becoming the new CEO of Atlas Salt.
My background is getting involved in projects that are transformational, and I believe this is a transformational project. I'm absolutely convinced of it. In my successes in the last couple of decades has been world class in terms of the results, and I'm looking at the transferable skills. I'm looking at the fact that this is a world-class deposit, and I am certain that we can put together a team that will deliver the goods.
Got it. All right. Explain the approach you took with your contract as CEO of Atlas Salt, and it looks like it's very much results driven.
Yeah, no, it's and that is a great question, and I'm happy it turned out that way. And the chairman was caught it very quickly, and he figured out how I'm wired. I like milestones. If I don't reach the milestones, I shouldn't be paid for it. And my contract is very clear. It's peppered with milestones, dates. It's quantified. It's qualified. And that is how you ensure high performance, is people should be paid on milestones versus some other soft measurement. So,
what kind of experience have you had in the salt sector?
One of the things that makes me unique or my situation unique, I actually started in soft rock when I was 19 years old. And I understand salt is soft rock. It's the same mining method at the mine I worked at. The mine I worked at 30 years ago, more than that, almost 40 years ago. My God, was fully automated, battery operated, and fast forward 40 years. Apparently, today that's supposed to be the most sophisticated you can get. We were doing it 40 years ago. It was a state-of-the-art mine, and the skills I learned and the tools I was able to accumulate during that period, it's almost identical mining. And there's not many of us that have those skills, because that soft rock mine after 30 some years did close down. So I do understand the space. I certainly understand the mining space when it comes to excavating soft rock.
Besides Dumas Mining, what other personal accomplishments in the resource sector have given you the greatest satisfaction?
I had the opportunity to manage a company. It was called CIL. It was Canada's oldest company, I believe, 170 years old, and it was a darling of a star in Canada for all of those years, and it had significant challenges. It had not changed fast enough. It was left behind in terms of technology and business tools, and I was the person that turned it around. We had to get new technology and make market decisions in terms of the clients, who we wanted to service and who we did not. And we probably did more changes in the 10 years I was there than the previous 50 or 60 years. And it's prospered to be the world's largest, most sophisticated, most profitable explosive company, bar none, in the history of the explosives world. So 350 years. Anyhow, and it's called Orica now. But anyhow, the great company, and it still has my fingerprints on it, for lack of a better term, and they still give me credit for it. So yeah, no, that was fun.
All right. So you're not afraid to rock the boat and create change.
Yeah.
So what's the best lesson you have learned from your 40 years in the mining sector?
Well, I think if the secret to my success is I say what I do and I do what I say. And I can talk about all kinds of different strategies that I've been part of, but I think if we all just did what we say and say what we do, the world would be a better place.
Now, what are the keys to success in today's complex mining world to create a thriving business and build shareholder wealth in the process?
Yeah. It's about people and it's about culture. The culture that I enjoy the most is not a command and control, but more participative. I like to hear what people say. I thrive when there's pushback. I do like debates. I believe that in this stage, throughout the world, not just in mining, that it's okay to agree to disagree. We don't need to be upset. So culture-wise, I would prefer having people talk about their failures and what they learned than their successes, because at least we can learn from their failure. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, there's no doubt about it. We need younger people, and we need more women in mining. That is the greatest untapped source of employment. That is the biggest labor pool that we are not paying attention to, or not paying enough attention to. So we're just going to have to change things, and I believe we are with automation. We are using more tools, more skills. Our systems are more robotic, and that will bode well for a younger generation, and also with women, I believe.
Well, still on that topic, recruiting talent, one of the biggest challenges facing any company in the resource sector these days. How deep is your network, and what plans do you have as the new CEO to add to the SALT team?
Yeah, well, my thoughts are, my commitment is, I'm convinced that we, together with Patrick, the chairman, and the board, can put together a world-class team. And usually this would take a year or two, and there is no reason. And we pretty well have them in place already. By the end of September, we will make an announcement. The team will be surprising, only because of the speed that it was put together, but also on who they are. Every one of these people are, they have demonstrated over and over again that they can deliver the goods. And I think we're going to do things that and we are going to build processes, and we are going to be able to build this project on budget and on time. So
Well, I know you've had an opportunity to meet with Mr. Salt, Roland Howe, the president of Atlas. What sort of synergy has formed between you and Roland?
sure. I actually, some of the people that worked with me at my soft rock mine that I was telling you about actually went to work for Roland. So I have some good background, and I have invested a considerable amount of time in a last month or so at Roland. And what I can tell you is his skills, his tactical skills, are remarkable. He is very good at improving productivity, especially if the mine is operating. He is good at finding the nicks and crannies and motivating the people and building a safe culture of people that can deliver the goods. My side of the equation is more on strategy, and I'm so pleased that Roland is here, because if I read it right and he delivers tactfully, like I think he can, that combination between tactics and strategy will be remarkable. So,
Well, Rick LaBelle, new CEO of Atlas Salt, congratulations on your appointment, and thank you very much for joining us today.
thank you, Cindy.
And thank you to everyone who tuned in as well. We look forward to having Rick on again soon, and we will update you on the progress at Atlas Salt. Everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.